Right, good morning guys. That's the base of the house and that's the roof of the house. I've added a little chimney. I think we're up to version 3 now. Just minor little changes each time. So I've got to print another set of walls. That's the 4 walls done. You'll notice this version I've got a door. Just for looks, it doesn't open or anything. So, let's see if we can get that lot together. We're looking at version 2 and version 3 here. There's not a lot of difference between them. And I think I'm going to do version 4 in a minute. But we'll put these together because the changes are just tiny changes. One of the issues on version 1, this side looked like this side. It was just castellated, I should think you could call it. And I thought it'd be a good idea to have this strip down the outside so that the bits sit inside, so it'd hold it together a little bit better. That's all right, but because I print these on the fastest, lowest resolution, I'll call them castellations for now, little pegs, are not neat square edges. They've got a bit of a curve to them, so that when you push them into there, I don't even know if we can see it, there's a tiny bit of a gap. I get around that just by trimming that little bit out, so it sits down nicely. It's just annoying to have to do that, and if I printed it on a slower setting and higher resolution, I probably wouldn't need to do that. It's a bit of, I think it's probably like the elephant's foot that you sometimes get, where the mould filament sort of bows out a little bit at the bottom. But yeah, having done that, that fits in there neatly now. In fact, that one's quite loose. No, that one's tight. So, all I'm going to do is glue them together. The base are designed to use a cheap tea light. That just sits in there. In fact, I could push it in harder. In fact, on this version, I think I made it a tiny bit bigger, yes. So you can actually push it all the way in if you want, but I just wanted it so you could just sit it over the top. So again, that'll be down to, this one is actually the right size, but the elephant's foot round the edge, the little rim that gets formed by the first layer of the filament, is making that tighter than it should be. And that one I made it that little bit bigger. So it goes in. Won't go all the way through. Or will it if I push it really hard? No, it won't quite go all the way through, so that's all right. The other change I made was with version 2, I added a door. Just to make it look a little bit more like a house, shed, whatever. And then the other thing you can do is you can put something behind there, a piece of black card or whatever, you could cut it out to give you a silhouette of whatever you want. I put a Grandad in one of them, but for Halloween you could have a witch or bats or something like that, and for Christmas you could have Father Christmas. So yeah, I'll glue them together and we'll give it a try. This one I just played with the dimensions of the slot a little bit so that they sit in a bit deeper. Only a millimetre deeper, but that just made it a little bit easier to fit it together. Oh, on the first version it was just a single raised edge, whereas now I've got it as a slot, so that fits in there and doesn't slip out that way. Just minor changes each time. That's the trouble with 3D printing. You think, oh, I could change that. So you change it and you print a complete new kit again. Yeah, I'll just glue them up. I don't think you really need to see me gluing them. I just realised this one's the one that doesn't have the slot, it's just got the ridge. So that just sits there and it can slip off. Obviously when it's glued in place it won't. Whereas on this one we've got, see the difference? Yeah. So that one will actually sit inside. There we are, 2 more assembled. And I've stuck my little Granddads inside. I haven't glued the tops so that you can change. Oh, he's stuck there. You can change what you're using for the silhouette. Oh, the other thing I didn't show you. That one's got the tea light in it. This one, I bought these ages ago in Poundland. They're Christmas decorations, and they do have a little LED in the bottom there. That one. Now I bought these because I actually wanted the dome for another little project. And I haven't used them. I bought these 2 years ago, I think, maybe even more. But I remembered that they did have the tea light in the bottom, or at least the base of the tea light. So I thought I could make use of that as well. I can sit outside now. Got a bit flickery, that one. That's the flickering candle tea light. Anyway, there we go. I think I may do one more version, but I probably won't bother filming it because I'm not entirely happy with the base. So I might do one more. But that'll do a what do we call it? Well, it's an LED Tealight house, shed, cottage, fairy house, Christmas decoration, or depending on what you put in there, any other sort of lighted decoration. Night light even. Yeah, that'd do. Thanks for watching. There's always more information down in the video description, and if you like this video you might like this one up here, and you might like to have a look at my channel over here, see what else I do. Thank you for watching.